Hi, I'm Antoinette Zloty. Welcome to Transitions. Transitions is a new show on Shaw, and it deals with changes that we make ourselves through decisions that we make on our own or with others, or circumstances beyond our control. Now, we just had Kim Park on the program. She's Executive Director for Community Venture. And now I have two ladies, Marietta Sargent and Arlene Wilgosh with me. Welcome to the show. So, as moms, just like I'm a mom, could you maybe share with us and share with the viewers the experience that you went through upon finding out that your daughters had a disability? Maybe we could start with you, Arlene.
Well, thanks very much for having me on the show. I had a normal pregnancy, and when Lauren was born, it was quite a shock, you can imagine. They indicated to me in the hospital that they thought there may be something wrong, but they needed to do genetic testing. And the results of that would take approximately a month. So you go home as a new mom with your new baby, and you carry on as best you can, and then you get the phone call with the news. And it basically confirms, I think, what you are thinking inside, but now it's for real. And you have to figure out how you're going to proceed. So you look to family, friends. We had a very good pediatrician, and I said, what do I do now? And I'll always remember, he said, you treat her like any other child. And that's how we've done it.
Very good, very good. Was it very similar experience?
Very similar. Within 4 hours of my daughter's birth, I was told she had Down syndrome. And so I was shocked, but I was also able to draw on some strengths that I had, and I had good family support around me too. And so we were told also the same thing by the genetic specialists, that just take her home and treat her as you would any other child, and we did exactly that.
Well, it sounds like that was very good advice, because and I was speaking to Arlene just yesterday, and you were telling me that actually your daughter has been enjoying being in the Community Venture program. Could you maybe, now she's how old now?
She'll be 30.
Okay, so she'll be 30. So she must have gone through a number of programs over the years. And your daughter is?
34.
34. Oh, okay. So Lauren went through the school system here in Winnipeg?
Yes, in the St. James School Division, elementary, middle, and then into high school at John Taylor. And it was in John Taylor High School that we were first introduced to the Community Venture program, and became very interested in the program. I visited other programs, but Community Venture was the one that really worked for us. So Lauren's been involved in the outreach program when she was still living at home, transitioned from school, high school, into the day program, and since 2010, January 2nd, I remember, she's now in the residential program.
So she lives in an apartment, or?
She lives in a single family home with two other ladies, supported by staff from Community Venture.
That's fantastic. That's really great. And so did she celebrate the anniversary of moving out, or what?
You know, sometimes you think maybe that she doesn't want to leave home, or if she's been with us for a vacation, that she's, doesn't really want to go back. But then as soon as she gets to the door, she will bring me my purse and tell me it's time to go.
Oh, I see.
Because she's very happy where she is.
That's very good. Very good indeed. Yeah. How about yourself, Mary?
Well, Mary Jane is still living at home. And for us, she went through the St. James School Division all the way through to John Taylor was the final school also. And what a joy it was to have a program in the schools for that. When she turned 21 and she was finished school, we threw a party for the school system and her Special Olympic system and all the people around her to just celebrate that final moving on, because her brothers had got married and she thought she should have a wedding too. But we had a party. But then she was into some programming, and then we moved out of the province. And at that time, she fell behind in her skills, especially her speech, which was, of course, one of the things that she's quite delayed in. And so when we came back to Winnipeg, we were able to connect again with the program, and this is when I was able to become part of Community Ventures. And for Mary Jane, it has just brightened her life. It has given her an outreach and time to be with other people. She has made such friends there. She always wants to go. Every day I ask her, how was your day? Awesome, great, we had a great day. And there's so many activities that she's a part of. And she has a bunch of friends that she calls her sisters.
That's great. So they actually come and pick her up, or does she take Winnipeg Transit to get there?
I drive Mary Jane.
Oh, you drive
only
her?
because she's not a morning person.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well,
And
we
then
can all understand that.
comes home on the city transit on her own. And that's what she does. So.
Yeah. No, that's really good.
And Lauren takes a bus. There's a busing system and she actually comes from the other side of Henderson Highway over towards the Grace Hospital. So it's quite a journey for her.
Yeah.
She enjoys it.
Now, I'm going to ask you something that just popped into my head here. Cell phones. Do you feel really that cell phones for people with disabilities is a really good idea in the event that they really get into a situation where they feel vulnerable in the community?
I think it would depend on the level of functioning of the individual. For Lauren, a cell phone would not work.
No. So would she be maybe dialing mom number 2 if she had to press number 2 to get to you a lot, or?
Yeah, I think she's very trusting of situations.
I see.
And so she would need to recognize that this was a situation. And as a mother, I've tried to make sure she's not ever exposed to those types of situations.
Yeah.
And Community Venture, I feel very safe, and I feel very confident that she is safe.
Perfect. And for yourself, what do you think?
Mary Jane has a cell phone, and what the plus is for her is she's texting. And that is helping her spelling so great. And she texts some friends of hers from work. She knows that at Community Ventures, that phone goes in the locker, though.
When she gets there.
It's supposed to.
So I have to wrap up, but I'd like each of you to just, if you had one thing to say to new parents, expecting parents or parents of newborns, what would you say?
Having a child with with a disability can be a challenge, but it's also an opportunity to see the world through a different set of eyes and understand the supports that are there for you, and the fellowship that comes from having a child with a disability.
And I would also agree with Arlene in what she has said, and just add to that it's just like raising any other child. If you can look through their eyes, like she has said, they will just open up a whole new world, because our life isn't full of downs, we're full of ups now.
Very good. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. Maybe on a future show we'll have the ladies in to actually meet them too. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.